From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into The Horse's Mouth here at Tommy Max, of course, at my bar, and brought to our good friends at Dasher and at YOLO Rum. Rory Comiskey is back. He is with Fusion IRX, and my friend Brian Sexton, part of the Client Focus Media family, joins me at the bar. Let's say hi to Rory first. Hey, Rory, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good.
Good to see you. Thanks for taking the time all the way down from St. Simon's. We appreciate that. Brian Sexton, how are you, my friend?
I'm great. Nice to be with you.
Team, man.
You and I have been talking a long time. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. So, Rory, what's the latest, man? What are you guys working on at Fusion these days?
We're busy. We're industry manufacturing is slammed. We're working a lot in what's now being called the Southeast Battery Belt.
Okay.
So battery factories, EV manufacturing, automobiles, recycling, and all that in this sector, and then broader worldwide. We have some projects in Europe, and we do some stuff in Asia as well, Mexico. But the battery belt right now, what's going on here with manufacturing is pretty cool, and it's pretty comprehensive.
What kind of size plants do we talk? Are they massive, like 200,000 square feet?
Massive times 10.
Times 10,
you're talking, $5 billion, semiconductor plants today are $20 billion.
Wow.
With the CHIPS Act and Inflation Reduction Act, government's pouring some good money in, trying to reshore and bring manufacturing back.
Okay.
So these things, Tesla factory, they take you about 30 minutes to walk around it.
Wow.
At least probably 15 in a golf cart. So they're mega sites. 6,000 to 7,000 construction workers on them typically. So they're huge.
That's a lot to have. You think the Amazon distribution center is big?
They give tours of those, and they take all afternoon. Why do you suppose the Southeast has become such a hot spot for the battery belt?
What's happening in a lot of the industries out in Phoenix area, you have a tech hub with semiconductor. There was some automotive up there. Toyota and BMW, Mercedes have been up in that area for a while. Okay. So as EV grew, it grew around that. And when they're building it, so they have their own hub now. It's an EV ecosystem tech hub. So it was established there, and EV cars are growing, and it's not just EV cars. I said this. It's the battery. It's the car, it's the recycling, it's the mineral processing, and they all bring jobs, great jobs.
Absolutely. So you are thank you for your service. You're retired from the Navy, right? 18-year veteran, is that correct? When did you get in with, down this path that you're in now with Fusion? How did that come about?
So Fusion's about eight and a half, almost 9 years old.
Okay.
This is my last company I'm going to start. I actually helped start some other folks, and I started one with some partners. This is about 8 years in the making here. I've been in the industry. I've been, in manufacturing my entire adult life.
Okay. Wow.
High-tech manufacturing. That's what you've said.
Very specific. Semiconductor. EV and data centers.
Yeah.
And right now, that's all we can handle.
So how does that ramp up the degree of difficulty in terms of construction when you're doing a high-tech facility?
So, that's a loaded question. Considerably. And define considerably. So, semiconductor is probably the most complex. That computer chip. We're at the point there's billions of transistors on that computer chip that's in your phone, and in fact, quickly approaching 1 trillion. So it's probably the most complex thing man's ever made. EV is fairly tech again. So you're building these in clean environments, clean rooms, and forced air. So how you build them is very different from what we call dirty manufacturing. Like a steel mill. So it is definitely the level of complexity. Semiconductor is probably the toughest.
Okay.
Data centers again too, complex in nature. And it's very, very specialized. Very specialized.
Yeah, I toured Colo 5. Remember Colo 5? They were a big data center.
Yeah, no, I do.
Yeah, sure. That was interesting. All those servers just row after row. Pretty. Yeah.
There is no cloud. It's a misnomer.
Yeah.
It goes on the cloud, and it goes to a physical place.
Are there many people that do what you do, or you're highly specialized? It sounds like not.
It is a very niche market. Getting into it, it happenstance in my case. It is very niche, and that's what we focus on. a lot of big companies, big GCs can build your core and shell, and they can build office. We provide some of those GCs. We provide those subject matter experts like bulk chemical gas distribution and spec gas, these specialty things. Very, very niche type of things. That's kind of what we really focus on.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a pleasure, Rory. You're welcome back anytime, man, to come on and sit at the bar and tell us what you're up to. I know you said real quick as we wrap up, you enjoy bridges and airstrips. Is that correct?
Well, so
landing strips?
Navy, Seabee, all right, you qualify that. We think we're kind of elite, I actually got the opportunity to build bridges in the Navy and runways, and actually civilian life a little bit as well.
That's so cool, man. Well, great. Well, keep up the great work, man. We'll see you next time.
All right, thanks for having
Brian.
me.
Great to have you. Hey, make sure you check out Rory and Brian's profile right there at the dailynewsnetwork.com website. You'll see this conversation and hundreds of others. Everybody having a seat. You're always welcome to have a seat at my bar. So until next time, you stay safe out there and be cool. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
The coach should be going to bed at night thinking about the athlete and how they're going to help that athlete improve. They shouldn't be worrying about how am I going to quantify their improvement, or am I going to have to keep up with all this information? Those things that are kind of background to the coach focusing there on the athlete. And so what Dasher does is it takes all those side things away, allowing the coach to focus then on the athlete.